see the reality of it, your heart just breaks.
Keep
A
out
new
the
flesh-eating
madness.
drug heaping further misery
This is
on the
crazy.
drug addiction crisis in America. Our US correspondent David Woywoods just returned from Philadelphia. Good evening, David.
This is crazy.
Good evening, Michael. Yes, look, it's confronting stuff. We visited one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, and we witnessed it being savaged
saw this
by
news piece
this
today.
new
This
drug.
is
Now, it is called
crazy.
Trank. It is highly addictive, and users, they are openly injecting and dying on the streets in broad daylight. The scariest part about all of this, however, is that lawmakers still don't have much of a plan in place to try and curb its rapid spread.
Look at this. They're like zombies,
like 20 of my
man.
friends in the past year. Like it's horrible. From Trank and fentanyl, like it's been insane out here.
The xylazine is really making us look like
Froze,
zombies. Like physically look like zombies. Like my leg looks like it's something out of a horror movie.
Like, how do you enjoy
In a
getting
vicious
that
cycle of
fucking
brutal
high?
addiction. Zombie-like victims, slumped and barely conscious, they line these streets, openly
think that's like
injecting
past being
themselves
high.
and each other. They are the tragic face of America's latest desperate drug emergency.
Old heroin, you can go 8 to 12 hours without doing a bag. This is like
Out of a horror movie.
My
Hooked
bad.
in a vicious cycle of brutal addiction. Zombie-like victims, slumped and barely conscious, they line these streets, openly injecting themselves.
because it's hard to adjust to it.
They're cutting heroin, but more often fentanyl, with a powerful animal sedative called xylazine. It's a lethal mix known simply on these streets as Trank, and it's supercharging America's raging opioid.
Like, yo, that's crazy, man. You know what I mean? I grew up in the projects. I seen people do crazy things for drugs, man. And like, how high is getting high? Like, is it like when you smoke weed, you know, yeah, you get a little high, you get a little drink. But like, how are you enjoying that high? I don't even think it's a thing that's for them to really enjoy. You know what I mean? I think it's like, I don't know. It's an addiction. Their body needs it. Like, you ain't having no fun getting fucked up like this. This is ridiculous. Let's speed it up for y'all. This is past getting high.
And you can see there's still
Look at this
gold.
dude's arm, bro.
Yeah. That's why it's not healing all the way.
It's taking lives and limbs.
Eating his
I did
flesh.
inject it. I haven't injected there since.
Yeah, but that it can pop up anywhere as well, sort of.
Yeah. But I definitely hit there. And it pops up down here too.
The drug rots human flesh. It's quite literally eating them alive.
All
That's
this was over like
crazy.
a month ago.
Basically from my knee all the way down to my ankle is like no skin.
It's a painful process, but a crucial one.
That's where the tendon is. I know for sure that I'm going to lose at least one of my legs.
One thing that you don't really get prepared for is the smell of the... Go around them and get away.
That's crazy.
Observers aren't welcome. A hot coffee pitched through our window, a stroke of good fortune, according to our guide, Jose, adamant it could have been.
Wow. That's crazy. Whew, man, that's crazy. Let me pull my light down a little bit. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. That don't make no sense. That don't make no damn sense. I know, man. Things people do to get away from reality, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like you get to a point where you don't give a damn about nothing. Nothing. You just want to escape. Escape. You know what I mean? and not to be on some crazy ass racial shit, but they talking about the drug addiction and all that, the opium crisis. Man, brothers and sisters been going through it forever. And as you can see the video, not saying it ain't no black people on here. I'm not gonna show the whole entire piece. You know, I had about 2 minutes or something left. And we've been seeing this on different news cycles. You know what I'm saying? This is public information. But just like the tragic event of Columbine, I always say it was colorblind until Columbine. Yeah, I said it first. It was colorblind until Columbine. Okay? When the other folks got involved, then it seemed like the rest of America got involved. Now that they call it an opium crisis, it was colorblind. It was colorblind. Not the same as the drug and, you know, people getting murdered and killed. That was a sad event, but y'all know the deal. It just got a history of what we want to see as news, what we want to see as important. Because when the people look like you, when the people look more like you, when they look more like your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, your aunties, your grandmothers, out there on these streets, and then I guess that's when the situation becomes a little bit more important. It becomes a little bit more important. You know, people who are indigenous to the planet Earth, all over the earth, you know, it's like, oh, look at those people. Now it's hitting home. This is real. I ain't shit. Like I say, hey, this ain't no racist thing, black, white. It's sad. It's a sad situation. It's a sad human situation. And I could say, you know, look at on the streets. Every time I stop at a red light, and I'm here in North Carolina, I don't see a lot of brothers out there begging. Not saying that there ain't no brothers out there that be hustling or asking for money, but it's a lot more Caucasian people on these streets and on the sidewalks. But I'll tell you what I do observe. Say what you want. Say what you want. We're so giving, though. You don't have to be a religious person to want to give. You don't have to be a religious person to want to love. I see brothers and sisters, many black people, giving more than I do see other people giving. Because I think when people see there are people that look like them, they feel upset and they probably feel ashamed. You'll see all of them, you know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure you're Christian folk and all these other religious organizations where, you know, it's not a religious thing. But I'm just saying, when I'm at that red light, it's more people that look like me putting something in that cup. Why? We understand, I think. We've been there. A lot of us been there. Not saying all of us do it. You know, it ain't about a trumpet thing like you gonna trump over this guy, that woman. I'm just saying, man. But I tell you what, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going back and forth to Panama, my favorite country. My second favorite country. One of my favorite countries. I won't say my favorite. I got a lot of good countries I've been to. But the United States is my home, my number one country. But when I go to Panama, and I noticed, and I had to look for it, I was looking for it. They will barter for your attention. They do not hold up signs. I'm a veteran. World Work for Food. I have never, not one time, seen that. Not saying people don't ask you for money in Panama and in different countries. If you give them some money, some dollars, some cents, I don't give a damn if it's a bag of balloons. They'll take the money you give them, go buy a big-ass bag of balloons, walk in between the cars on the highway. They rather barter than beg. I don't care if it's candy or something that you don't even want. And because the traffic gets so heavy in the morning and lunch hour, it's kind of like New York City down there, you know what I mean? So up and down those cars, dangerously up and down those cars, women, men, and children. They're selling water, candy. I have never yet seen beggars in the United States take $5, take $3 and go buy. You can get you a big 24 pack of water. You don't have to buy the expensive one. And then go back on the street with your $3 24 pack of water. And then sell that water. You can literally make your $3 and some change back by selling 3 bottles of water. You can sell your water for $1. People, they may not even want the water. They may just want to give you the money because they see you putting out an effort. And that's what they do in Panama. Maybe it's a psychological thing that they do, and maybe they just want to sell. They want to sell. They don't want to just beg. They're selling cookies. They're selling cakes. They're selling baked goods. They're selling water. They're selling candy. Ain't nobody holding no damn sign out there. I'm like, wow. And then every time I go there, I look for it. I'm like, so my wife went, that's like, yo, they don't just be out here begging. Like, they will barter for your attention. I seen a dude selling like rags, like the waterproof rag. He probably got some money. He went and bought a big ass bag of rags, brand new rags. And he was selling. He was making his cake. He was selling it. He was doing his thing. So that's what I got to say about it. And this drug thing, man, that is crazy. Flesh-eating drug. Flesh-eating, like you put the drug in your body and it starts to deteriorate you. Drug is already bad for your system, bad for your mind, bad for your health. But the drugs actually start eating away at your flesh. Man, people are desperate. People are starving. It's like The Walking Dead is real. So when I watch The Walking Dead, I realize The Walking Dead ain't about zombies. It's about what's really happening out here in the world and what's really going to happen. Will people team up? Will people go against one another? Y'all better stay up. Peace.